morning, friends. It's time for our weekly craft. So today you're going to be creating and brainstorming and using your ideas to make our craft. We're going to make cardboard tube sculptures. So a sculpture is something that's built with items. Today we're going to use cardboard tubes. I have little ones, long ones. I have different colored tubes. So whatever you have at home is fine. Now I have a piece of paper and it has a piece cut out of it, but it's okay. I just found whatever I had laying around. You could use nothing at all for your base. You could use a paper plate if you have one. It's up to you. You don't have to have a base, but if you want one, that's fine. Tape and a pair of scissors. Okay, so you want to ask your child to start like brainstorming. What are some ideas of something that you could make with cardboard tubes? And then once they have an idea, you can say, okay, how would you make that? Where would you start? And then hopefully they'll just start creating, the creative juices will get flowing. So that's what I'm going to do today. I think I'm going to start with one of my very long tubes, and I'm going to tape it to my foundation, my piece of paper that I have. So to do that, I'm going to put some tape on the tube and then tape it to the paper. So if I was a parent and my child started doing this, I would say something along the lines of, that's a really neat idea. Tell me why you decided to put the first tube on standing up. We want them to explain their thinking, explain their process. All right, so I think I'm going to put a couple more pieces of tape on there, and I'm going to add to the top, and I don't want it to fall over. So hopefully my tape will help me do that. Another question you could ask if they're doing something like this is, how many pieces of tape do you think it'll take to hold the paper towel tube up so it won't fall over? As many open-ended questions as you can think of. All right, there's my first part. I think what I'm going to do is put another one on this side of the paper the same way. So I used 4 pieces of tape on the last one, and it looks pretty sturdy. So I think I'm going to do the same on this one. And if your child doesn't say, this is what I'm building, let them go a little while and let them, start putting the tubes on the paper. Because maybe as they're building, they'll come up with an idea of what they want to build. But you can keep encouraging them. Okay, now I do have an idea in my head of what I wanted to make. I love to go to the circus, and my favorite act at the circus is the tightrope. So I'm going to try to put tubes across here like a rope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little tubes and I'm going to cut little circles out of it. So if I cut it, I have a circle. Now it looks like it's going to rip. So here's another question you could ask. If it rips, let's just say it happened to rip, you could say to your child, well, how do you think you could fix it? And your child might say you can glue it or you can tape it. I do have tape, so I'm going to use tape. But if they want to use glue for this project, that's fine. That's fine too. All right, so I fixed my loop. I'm going to cut a couple more. Actually, now that I did that, I'm thinking it would be a good idea if I could cut them on an end so that I can interlock them or interloop them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this one through here. And then I'm going to take a piece of tape and secure the opening. Okay, so I have 2 loops so far. I'm going to add another one. How many does that make, kiddos? I have 1, 2, and I added 1 more. It makes 3. Good job. All right, let me see. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. See, the ideas just come as you start making stuff. I'm going to actually put it down over, and then I'm going to tape it on. See if this works. See if my tape will hold it on. Okay, looks like it's going to hold. All right, so I have 3 loops on there. How many more do you think it will take for me to reach this tube? My guess is going to be 4 more circles or pieces. Let's find out. I have another one here. So I'm going to loop that through there. Put the tape on there. All right, so now I have 4 pieces. I used 1 more. I'm going to cut some more. All right, I cut 4 out of that tube. All right, I'm going to keep going here. Alright, now my guess was that I needed 4 more. I've added 2 more. Am I there yet? Not quite. I'm going to add another one. This would make 3 more. Oh, not quite. I'm going to add another one. Okay, so that was 4 more. That was my guess. Let's see if my guess was right. Oh, not quite. I think I need 1 more to reach that tube. Ah. Oh no, now I see my tube is falling over a little bit. So when I'm all done doing this, I'm going to see if I can come up with an idea on how to make it more stable, more secure. All right, let me see if I can fit this around there now. Oh no. I might have to tape my paper to the table here. Maybe that'll hold it. Let's see if I can put it around it. Oh, there we go. I'm going to have to tape it on this side too. So what I'm finding is that you might have to use something a little more sturdy as your base if you're doing something like this. Otherwise it's going to fall over on you. But that's okay. It's all about using your brain to come up with ideas, brainstorming. All right. Now, I have my tightrope. I need a person to walk across my tightrope. So I'm going to pretend that this is a person. Let's see if I could find, yeah, I have a couple markers here. I'm going to draw a face so that we know it's a person. So if I'm drawing a face on a person, what things do I need? I need 2 eyes. And I used the green marker. My eyes are green. So there's 2 eyes. And then, what do you use to smell? Your nose. I'm going to draw a nose. And then, let's see. My smile's going to have to be green, but that's okay. I'm very happy, or my person is very happy to be walking across the tightrope. Now I think I'm going to make my person a little smaller. I'm going to cut it in half because my guess is if I put a heavy piece on here, it's gonna fall over. All right, so here's my person. Let's see, I think I need to tape my base down a little bit more, because when I add my person to it, I think it's gonna fall over. One more over here. Okay, now I'm gonna add my person on. I'm gonna try to put my person right in the middle. There's a smile. And see if they stay on the tightrope or if they fall. Ah, there! You stayed right in the middle. So, let's recap a little bit. Cardboard tube structures. This is all about your children using their imagination, seeing what they come up with. And it doesn't even have to turn out to look like anything. If they're just adding pieces together and it's just a big structure, that's awesome, because they used their imagination, they were creative in what they wanted to do. All right, we can't wait to see your structures. Bye-bye.